Hello my fellow Kenyans, habari zenu wa Kenya wenzangu. I'm Gakonga, your coach and the pioneer of Vision Football Kenya. Habari zenu wa Kenya wenzangu. Today, I want us to discuss three issues or three topics. Number one, I want us to talk about Lamu County, Samburu County, and Tana River County being discriminated from FKF elections. Number two, I want us to talk about Africa's over-reliance on FIFA. Number three, I want us to talk about Kenya Premier League not being a monarchy. And that is what is causing some problems in Kenya Premier League because it is managed like a monarchy and it is not. My fellow Kenyans, let me kickstart you with my first topic, which is about Samburu County, Lamu County and Tana River County being denied their right to vote for FKF president. My fellow Kenyans, it is very sad to hear FKF, this is on record, this is in every TV station in Kenya, it is on record that FKF categorically stated that Lamu County, Samburu County and Tana River County will not be involved in FKF elections. Reason being that there are no teams in those three counties to participate in FKF elections. My fellow Kenyans, I have been in Lamu. Teams are there, many teams. I coach in Lamu very often. My fellow Kenyans, all these counties you hear about, there is football existing there. But my question is this, even if there was no football there, who is to blame? It is FKF. You cannot have a federation where the president has been in office for 4 years, 4 good years, and then the next thing we hear before we go to the next election 4 years later is that there is no teams existing in these three counties. This is discrimination on the first lane. And I'm telling Lamu County, Tana River County and Samburu County to resist this kind of discrimination because it is not okay in the year 2020 to hear there is no football in some counties in Kenya. You know, football was started long time ago, even before Kenya got independent. How comes now, 60 years plus later, we are being told that there is no football in some counties in Kenya? This is discrimination at its best. My fellow Kenyans, we must also, other counties must also support these three counties and say that it is not okay. It really is not okay to say that there is no football in these counties. Number three, before I jump to the issue number 3, I want to say this. I was recently coaching in Kajiado, and I can tell you, little Maasai girls and boys, they love football, my fellow Kenyans. Wherever I go coaching at the grassroots, you see people coming from villages to see what I'm doing and to ask me questions about football. Ask me about how clubs, local clubs and people can be involved in football. And whenever I ask them about FKF and the kind of help they get from FKF, most people don't even know existence of FKF at grassroots. Most of them have never even seen FKF officials in some of these counties, and this is dangerous. My fellow Kenyans, I'm here in England, but I'm in touch with Kenyan grassroots football very well. I know so many places in Kenya where FKF has not even been, and I've been to all these places. My point is that I'm passionate about grassroots. It is not a must that I'm being seen with FKF begging for coaching career in FKF. That's how people can know, oh, this guy is Gakonga, this is a coach, oh, he's working with FKF. No, my passion is grassroots, my fellow Kenyans, and this is why I keep championing issues that will sort grassroots football. I want a holistic approach in our Kenyan football. By my main place where we must deal with is grassroots. This one, it is a must. We have no option. I do not want to hear any county in Kenya, that is being discriminated for one reason or the other. I want to see football kick-starting in all counties in Kenya. My fellow Kenyans, let us go to the next issue. My next issue is this. Africa is over-relying on FIFA, leave alone CAF. Because CAF, as you know, it has been under FIFA restructure program. So CAF cannot help Africa that much. Let us talk about FIFA, because CAF itself need help. Now, FIFA, when it comes to Africa, African countries are over-relying on FIFA, and this is a false hope, where countries think when FIFA is there, it is going to be able to help the issues of football or matters of football inside the country. This will not happen, because if you look, like FIFA is equivalent to UN in matters football. So do you see UN everywhere presence in countries in Africa trying to fix grassroots issues of governance? No. So why do we expect FIFA to do that? FIFA will not do that. FIFA officials will just go into a country, go and talk to the federation there for a few hours, and they leave. So the intricacy, the complication of grassroots football, the complication of football inside a country, FIFA will never understand it and understand that. It is only us who live in those countries. It is only our governments who are governing those countries will know the issues and problems of every village. And this is where I say African governments must stop over-relying on FIFA. It is upon us Africans, it is upon us Kenyans, it is upon our governments also to try and see how they can help football inside the country. Our own football governing bodies have failed. Football governing bodies have no capacity to sort the issues of football, but also the governance capacity, yeah, the governance issue when it comes to our Kenyan football and African football is very common. We have issues of governance, issues of corruption, issues of maladministration, issues of self-interest, and issues of it's our time to eat, issues of this is my team, we are team blue, we are team orange, we are a team this, we must eat together. This issue of teams create cartels, and they must be eliminated. We must have football that is people-centered, football that is community-centered, football that can involve everyone. My fellow Kenyans, Kenya, I have said it before, and I will say it again. We have had football in this our country, Kenya, for over 60 years. Today, tell me how many tribes you see playing real football in Kenya, and why is that? Every other tribe is spending money in Kenya in different areas, buying unga. You do not go to a shop and you find, oh, these are just Kikuyus in this shop. These are just Luos, Luyas, whatever. All tribes in Kenya are participating in economic activities. So why, when it comes to football, we only have about 5 tribes that are participating in football in Kenya? Real football. My fellow Kenyans, this is wrong. And this is sabotaging our football economy as well. We need to have a type of football that is inclusive, where any tribe will feel that it belongs to Kenyan football. This is a new era of football that we must usher. As I speak today, it does not exist. I want to see where Luos are playing football. Kamba, Kikuyu, Kalenjin, Masai, Boni, Samburu, Turkana. Why not? Why not? We need to involve everyone in our Kenyan football. And for that to happen, my fellow Kenyans, we have no any other way other than ushering a new era for football and dealing with cartels. Categorically get them out of our Kenyan football. This is what it will take. My fellow Kenyans, I'm here in England. I enjoy football in England. I'm part of English football system. But my fellow Kenyans, my heart is in my motherland country, Kenya. And that's why I want to participate in sorting the issues of Kenyan football. My fellow Kenyans, you and I must participate in our own rescue for our Kenyan football. Issue number 3, my fellow Kenyans. I want to talk about just one little thing in Kenyan Premier League. How comes that Kenyan Premier League never change the chairman? They have this system like a monarchy that whichever team wins the Kenyan Premier League, that is the team where the chairman will come from, the chairman of the Kenya Premier League. So if Gor Mahia wins the Kenya Premier League, the chairman of Gor Mahia automatically becomes the chairman of the KPL. If Wazito wins the league, the chairman of Wazito becomes automatically the chairman of KPL. But what that does is this. It means that someone becomes a chairman not based on merit, not because they are good to be the chairman of KPL. It is only based on this, that their club won the league. These two things must not be related, and they must be delinked. my fellow Kenyans, we need to question things in our Kenyan football, because I believe in these 18 teams, there are people with good brains, and the chairman must not last for over 10 years or 20 years or 50 years. This is wrong. They should have elections every single year. After the season finish, they do an election, they have a new chairman. Next season, another chairman. This is going to bring challenges, it is going to bring innovation, and it is going to bring solutions in Kenyan Premier League. This situation where one chairman can last 50 years is wrong, my fellow Kenyans. So I wanted to challenge the KPL and tell them, KPL is not a monarchy. It is a place where real democracy should exist. The 18 clubs must have a better system of electing their chairman based on merit. Someone that can deliver for the KPL. My fellow Kenyans, that's my talk for today. Continue to support Vision Total Football Kenya. And like I keep saying, we have no option. We must usher in a new era for our Kenyan football. We must have a new beginning. What we have today will only become a bonus. It is not football what we have in Kenya today. The problems we are experiencing today, they are the same problems that were being spoken by the late Reinhard Fabisch 20 years ago, Huko. May God rest his soul in peace. The same problems I'm talking about today, they were the same problems Joe Kadenge was talking about many years ago. May God rest his soul in peace. He has been talking of Kenyan football problems and how can they be fixed. Joe Kadenge was part of Vision Total Football Kenya. I am happy to announce that, but may God rest his soul in heaven. My fellow Kenyans, I leave you in peace. I'm gone. A luta continua. Viva, viva, viva. Football Kenya revolution will take place. It is imminent. I live in peace. I'm gone.